psychopaths. And we justify that by saying, well, at least let's help a few people, but we have taken that to such a new level. So can I get our wonderful charity up? Oh my God, the puppies are asleep. Oh, they are so tired. Now they're awake. Now they're angry. And rabid. Guys, this is our charity, the Southside Animal Shelter, and I cannot say enough good things about them. I literally can't. They are an amazing group with an amazing cause, and they're here because not only do we ask them, but they want us to be here. And I want to tell a really quick story that they told me and that told me not to repeat. Because we were sharing the hotel this weekend with a group of people, and outside, one of them went up to one of our wonderful charity people and, what's going on here? This is so weird. Why would they let them in? And the charity took one look at him. These are the nicest people you ever meet, you narcissistic bitch. I won't say who said it. It was probably the dog, but still. So, now I really want to embarrass them more, but I'm actually going to hand this one back over to Pandez. Pandez, would you help me out on this one?
Actually, okay, so first, which one is Pepsi? Pepsi. The one on the right, that one's Pepsi. Last year, we raised, I think it was about $6,000 for the charity last year. A lot of that went towards Pepsi. Pepsi needed multiple corrective procedures done, but is now happy and healthy. And has Pepsi been adopted or is still for adoption? Was adopted. Pepsi is here with us this weekend because of what we did last year. So that just shows you how much this is important. Now, the second story actually involves two other people that I'm going to ask to come up. Sean and Cheval, would you mind coming up for me, please? Join up on the stage here. So, you may have seen these guys at a few different events getting a lot of shocked looks from the people on stage and whatnot. They've been exceedingly generous, especially Cheval. It was due to Cheval. They've been just going crazy this weekend with a reason behind it. Cheval's mom, Patricia, raised him to be generous. That was her mindset. You need to be generous. If you have a lot of money, give a fair bit. If you have like just a little, then give a little, but always be generous, always do something. She was not herself a furry, didn't know about furries. She practically was one. She spent decades helping with reintroducing condors to the wild, working as a park ranger out in the Grand Canyon. Spent so many years there. She dedicated her life to that stuff. And she went through school to do this for a living while battling multiple illnesses, cancer and whatnot. But she lived for quite a long time until unfortunately in the fall, she passed away. Based on that upbringing, based on what she would have wanted. Sorry, got this. And because of what we do, and because of your support, Joel flat out told us he could not have gotten through this last year without the furry family, the furry community. You guys got him through this. So based on that, and based on how his mom raised him to be, they gave a significant portion of her life insurance money over the course of the weekend, to the extent that we had to single them out. Thank you so much, and I know they want you to know how much you mean to them. I have to bite my tongue. Literally, I'm in pain right now just to get through that. So thanks to them, and thanks to all of you. We've done an amazing year this year. Alkali.
Yep.
Would you do the honor?
Before I do, I just want to announce there was just a name happened. This is Patricia.
Patricia was his mom's name, so the kid is now named Patricia.
Yeah, that's not happening. Without further ado, unless I choke again.
On what?
I fucking love furries. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Cards vs. Humanity and apparently the worst person at the convention. That's how this game works. $300 from Cards vs. Humanity, $231 from MST3K, $132 from Charity is Noted, a wonderful panel that you don't know what it is. It's basically people making up songs, going crazy, and throwing money into a hat. It's kind of cool. The Dragon Show raises $107. As you know, the Charity Poker Tournament raised $551. The Charity Auction raised $2,630. Of course, as always, the convention would like to throw in another $1,000 to that, and you guys, without anything other than a bucket walking around, a bucket that was so full of cash and coin that when it was brought into their car, it was placed on the seat and literally exploded, spilling money into the front of their car. They loved cleaning it. I'm in the money. Ladies and gentlemen, the grand total, which we at IFC, the board of directors, and especially the furry community would like to present, is $8,048. Now, I'm going to hand you this and best of luck.
25 years ago, Rosie Ellis started taking kittens into her home, litters of kittens. She was the first person to walk into a PetSmart and ask if she could do an adoption event, and that was kind of how that all steamrolled. How many years ago did she get the shelter? 20 years ago. 20 years ago she bought the facility that we are in now. And this is her lifelong passion. She is 70 years old. 72, sorry. She, time-wise, yeah. She is at Animal Care and Control in Indianapolis sometimes 3 times a day. They call her when they have older dogs, when they have sick dogs, when they have dogs that won't hit the adoption floor. She'll go, and she always brings them back. We did 7 adoptions today at the shelter and took in 7 dogs. So it's a wash. What you do for us not only does spays and neuters and buys shots, it does surgeries and procedures for dogs like Pepsi. Heartworm treatment, his heartworm treatment and everything else he had done ran close to $1,000. And when you get multiple dogs that you're keeping in the shelter that need those types of procedures, or puppies that come in with parvo, which is a very contagious respiratory illness that usually kills them, that if you spend $400 or $500 you can save them, she'll do that. It's just, you just can't say what you all do for us. I mean, it is just amazing. We love you, we love being here. I was telling the story that when you guys invited me the first time 5 years ago, and I kind of came by myself. You had a wedding at the con, and I was sitting there, and I knew nothing about furries, and I knew nothing. Scott had come down to the shelter, and he said, "Hey, we need a charity, a no-kill charity. We'd love to have you come to our convention." And I said, "Sure." And sure, if somebody wants to give me money, I'll come. Well, you guys are like family now. You are our family, and we love you. And we recognize so many of you now from year to year, and we love seeing you again. And just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Really, really.
Ladies and Anubis, you told me you'd take care of that. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all the most generous people in the world. The Southside Animal Shelter. I thank you, I thank you, we thank you. One more time for yourselves. Thank you.
Alright. Okay, so suppose you guys want to know a little bit about next year, maybe? So, we definitely like being in mid-August rather than like last year was London again. So, we are going to be August 19th to 21st next year. Back in this hotel, because I really think this hotel is our place for a while now. We had a theme that had been suggested by staff and attendees over the last few years, and we've been holding off to save it for something special. Next year is the 100th running of the Indy 500, so we will be the Indy Fur 100. Announce that we have a couple special guests that have agreed to come on out. He's been performing at conventions all across the country in fursuit. Rhubarb the Bear is going to be joining us next year. As well as a wonderful artist who's been up and coming for a few years. She's absolutely adorable and she's agreed to come out. Orlando Fox will be joining us next year. So, I'm just vibrating with excitement. Not in that way. I just have to say, see After Dark. We'll hold that in December. I just want to say once again, thank you to everyone, to every attendee, sponsor, super sponsor, staff, volunteer, every single person on stage and off and who already left in his home. The people watching, we did get some stuff live streamed this year, so the people watching at home, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys, we run ourselves ragged, not only for the 3-4 days of the con, but all year long planning this and seeing the looks on your faces on Friday and Saturday when you're all excited and Sunday when you look like this. It makes it worthwhile to us, so thank all of you for coming on out, and unless anyone else has anything else to say from the board. One last thing, two little things. One, normally we would open pre-registration for next year at the end of closing ceremonies. We will not be doing this year. The new reg system hasn't been pre-programmed for next year yet, so we won't be doing that this year. And secondly, the Sponsors Lounge, normally we'll say, oh, we're going to open it up to everyone. You sponsors demolished the entire contents of the lounge. There's one can of Pepsi. Oh, the chair. No, Charity wants to talk about it.
On our table out in front, I took pictures yesterday, and I put them in little frames, and they're sitting there. So please, everybody, come by. If you're still here, if you see your picture, it's there for you to take. If you know the person whose picture it is, if you can get it to them, please take it. If there's still some left over, I'll just keep until next year. But they're yours, and so please go look and see if I got your picture and take it. Thanks.
The charity brought 2 cats. One is the Patricia up here, who apparently is still open for adoption. The other one is the Calico, who's currently over here. Me and my husband have adopted her, and we haven't decided on a name yet, but as soon as she's old enough for us to take possession, then she'll be a part of our home.
Okay, then I'm going to say to each and every one of you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Over the next few weeks, you're going to see Tori. You're going to see. You're going to curl up right there. Over the next few weeks, you're going to see tweets. You're going to see posts on the webpage, on the Facebook, feedback. Chairman@indyfurcon.com. We're hoping to get a feedback form on the website. I'm not sure how quickly that'll go up. We're going to talk about that with our webmaster, which we haven't yet. But we're going to get that up there. Feedback from you. What we did right, what we did wrong, what was... any suggestions you have, you send that to us, because that's how this con gets more and more amazing every year, and an honor and a privilege to work for, to do that for you. So please send that information in. And I'm going to have to say, I declare IFC 2015 officially closed. Thank you very much, everyone, and we will see you next year.